Hello YouTube, it is I, Andog023, and today I am here back on the Crusader Craft server. Back with episode 3 today. Yep, oop, got a little feet shot. Wow. But yeah, we're starting off in the station, because I actually really like the station. And also, with me being in the station, I kind of got to go past the farm. And I have expanded the farm. But yeah, if you're excited for today's episode, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to be caught up on any future episodes. Be pretty cool, you know? But anyway, today, the last episode, at the end of it, I said I was going to work on the villager containment area. And I got a few suggestions. And they're pretty funny. But I think I'm going to put a name up at a later time. But I'm going to keep suggestions for the names up. So if you have an idea for what you want to name the villager containment area, then be sure to put it down in the comments below. But yeah, anyway, I just started over here because one, like I said, I like this little area. Two, wanted to say, so one thing that Ollie and I noticed is that the postage railway was kind of slow. It was kind of slow, kind of cheeks a little bit. So all we did just a little bit ago, all we did was just get some rails and just boost it, you know, because I think it would stop like maybe halfway. The cart would stop like about halfway on the rail system, but so it would just be stuck there. But yeah, we just added in some powered rails, more detector rails, and now everything reaches from one end to the other. It's great. And then also, you heard him. We have Cart Arthur. I think I showed him in the last episode, but yeah, Cart Arthur, he's back. He's still here. He's still a novice. How you doing, dude? Cool. I thought he was gonna make a noise. Nothing's really done with the bridge. I mean, I kind of like the bridge like that a little bit. But anyway, let's start looking at this farm because yes, like I said, I expanded it, and as you can see, I expanded quite a bit of it. Oh, one thing I forgot to do was update my map. But anyway, look at this. It's huge. This wheat farm is huge. So, if you're wondering what this entire point, like what the point of this entire wheat farm is, it's really not for harvesting. Because, you know, I mean, it's like, yeah, I like maybe cut out or like I knock out that chunk over there. But mainly this is just used for decoration. Because what I'm going to be doing is starting from that little... Oh, let me just show it. Starting from right there, what I am going to be doing is making a path all through right here. And what this is going to lead to is the community portal, or the communal portal, you know? That thing right over there. And along this path, I'm going to be having flowers and stuff, like poppies. Mainly, probably just poppies and dandelions and stuff. But, I mean, I might decorate a little bit more than that. Who knows, but all I have right now are a ton of poppies and dandelions because, right next to a forest. But along the path, I'm going to be having these flowers just scattered about. And the reasoning behind this is because I'm going to put bees all throughout the farms. Because that's going to be so cool to have just bees flying around and buzzing, pollinating, and speeding up the process, and just making everything look nice, you know, it's just going to be real cool. And from this path, I'm going to have one branching to the blacksmith, have a path branching over to the farmhouse, as well as the staircase over there. So we're going to have this big old strip, the big main road, and then you will just have 3 other ways, so we can get to all the other places. And say if I add something over there, we'll just make another little branch right over there. So getting along with today's episode, what I really wanted to start on was the villager containment area. And also, I'll talk about this little thing first, but let me get to the villager containment area. So as you can see, I cleared out a large portion of this land. And what I started doing is filling this area with the dirt. Because what I'm going to be putting here is the start of the villager containment area. This is going to be the first building. And like I said before, this is going to be like a big old town or a kind of village-esque area. Or I guess more like a western town, old western city, you know. But yeah, so I'm going to start with a town hall. I'm going to make a town hall right in this area. And that's why I started filling this in with grass. So what I think looking at this right now, I might get rid of that layer. That's that layer of dirt. I might get rid of a bit of that. So, but we'll see. And now getting along to this area, you can see I put up some signs and also this weird little wood structure. So this is all to just kind of remind myself of what I want to do for my base, because I want to start doing that. I've been doing all these other little projects and I haven't really focused on my actual base in my area. So basically, I'll just go from, I'll just go from left side of the room and just kind of go down and stuff. So over here, this is where I'm gonna have a little like balcony area, and this is kind of the design I'm going for because I want to keep this here. But what I'm thinking of doing is probably just pushing this out a little bit so I can have more room for this, or because I played around with just like expanding this and having it touch over here, but I don't know if this will be a thing, but I do want to put something here. So if it's not this, I am gonna put like wood and stuff and with a railing and everything. Um, so it's just going to be decorative. So when people are looking from the inside, it looks nice. So then this sign right over here, that is just a random rail, random loop. Like in the first, I think the first episode, I talked about my base. Whenever I first talked about my base, it was the first or second episode. I only have two others out right now. So whenever I talked about my base, I said I wanted to have a couple rail systems, just kind of looping, just for decoration. Because, in a mine, you're going to be having the transportation of like ores and stuff like that. So what I'm going to be doing is just, doing that thing of having a minecart, just kind of going through and zipping along. It'll probably be a chest minecart. I might have just like a regular minecart, but I don't know. I'm thinking of chest minecart to kind of give it that, oh, hey, it might contain something that we just got from mining. And then right over here, it's going to be the vault. The vault is just going to hold all my valuables. It might hold like armor sets or something like that. I might put. That's where I'm going to put my blocks of gold and everything. Oh hey, friend joined. That's where I'm gonna put like piles of gold in the corner, or maybe like something hidden. I haven't really thought of it fully, but that's why I'm just kind of so I'm thinking for the vault. And if we start making our way down here, this area over here that I came from, where my bed is, just this random tunnel. That's where I'm gonna place my bedroom. And I really like this. I really like this tunnel because first of all, I can have something that just kind of branches off, or say I want this to connect to the vault. Like this is like another little hidden path or something that leads to the vault in case of an emergency. Like, oh no, someone broke through and I need to go check, or someone's is coming over, you know. I don't know, something. I might make a tunnel and I just want to make like a nice little wooden bedroom. I have an idea. I have something of a sliver of an idea, but I'm gonna form it after I work on the villager town hall. And then right over here, we have this sign: the storage observation and the entrance to storage. This is just gonna be a window right here. So this window is just gonna be you're gonna be just looking down into what is hopefully gonna be my storage system, my automated storage system, because this right here are gonna like coincide, because where I'm gonna start this, so the storage railway, what this is going to be, I place items in a chest and I just send it down into the storage system, and it just goes into an item sorter, and all my items that I deposited get sorted into the huge array of chests that I'm going to be having. And I really think that's gonna be so neat, especially if I have like a little entrance, like a ladder or some staircase or something. And it'll just be so cool. Honestly, it's gonna be so cool just seeing this like big old mine area. And I guess if like a good example, and where I'm gonna kind of get inspiration from is Exuma Void, because I think I remember something. He did something similar. He has something similar in his rock shop. Or I guess he has something in his rock shop on the Hermitcraft server. So that's kind of where I'm getting the idea, but I just kind of want to make it more mine-esque, like that, like over in the storage system, that's basically just dug out, in a big cave. So I'm gonna have it more so, I guess, cavey with just like maybe bits of scaffolding and fences and lanterns everywhere. And oh, dude, next patch 1.16, they're adding in chains. So that's gonna go really well down there too. But anyway, I kind of want to start working on this town hall. And for some reason, the first thought that came to mind when I thought of a town, I mean, not for some reason, I mean, I think this is probably everyone's first thought when I think of a town hall, is that just like, courts building, almost like I'm looking for slabs right now. We're just fixing the staircase. I think we kind of think of a courts or maybe even stone brick building with columns and a little pointed roof, but going with the style, it's a lot of, yeah, there are rounded roofs. There are a lot of rounded roofs, and as you can see, I did it with this, and more better example is that, that looks really well for what I was going for. But what I need to start exploring is just the flat angled roofs, because a lot of the time, it isn't just a round edge or rounded corners and everything. We have to do like the flat tops, or if there is something, it's just like maybe slightly angled up. And I think that's what I kind of want to start doing for this. And it might just end up looking like a normal, kind of Minecraft house roof where it's like stairs kind of stacked. Like you would put a stair here and a stair here and just kind of extend it like that. But I just kind of want to try something different, and this is really going to be I don't know. For me, it's going to be kind of difficult to think about at first, because like with all these builds, it's just it takes me a little while to fully form the idea, just because, like I said earlier, I'm so used to building medieval styles or medieval fantasy or dwarven or any, all that mythic kind of mystical, whimsical sort of feel, because it's fun and it's easy. Anybody can really do it. I feel like every builder, when they're first starting to build out, goes for the more medieval, rustic, or kind of looks, just because it's really cool and it's easy. And then you start branching out into other little areas, and this is what I'm doing. I'm branching out into this more Western kind of style look, old cowboy. I'm gonna have a saloon at some point, probably with clerics and everything. But this is where I'm gonna put the librarians. In this town hall, this is where I'm gonna be putting the librarians, because they didn't really have libraries. No one. If you're educated, that was really cool. You had a lot of money to really be educated, and libraries just weren't really a thing. So the only place that they really held, like, town records or even public records would be in a town hall. There's another beehive over there. I need to collect that. But anyway, so just getting right back along to it, like I was saying earlier, when we usually think of a town hall, we usually think of something along the lines of quartz or stone brick, or even like the mixture of both, or even like I guess you can think like gold trims and real sleek and everything. But we have to go for, a little bit, I don't know how to explain, just clunky. We have to go for a little bit more clunky look, and I'm just gonna be digging as I'm talking so I can get some dirt to fill out the area. But yeah, we have to go kind of real blocky, instead of rounded and nice looking, real satisfying. So I don't know how big I really want this town hall, just because I don't know, because the villagers don't need that much of an area. Really, this town hall is just it's specifically just made for, what the temporary name says. It's a villager containment area. Just it's supposed to hold villagers, but this is really going to be a challenge, and just decorating, I suppose, because since there's no real functionality other than, hey, can I reach the villagers so I can trade with them. because there's no redstone. There's no, overly like complicated, convoluted system kind of going on. No simple system. It's all pure decoration, and I'm gonna have to kind of tell a story here going along with this town, which is gonna be kind of interesting. It is gonna be kind of interesting because I don't know what kind of journey, because starting with this town hall, dependent on how it looks, the rest of the buildings kind of need to follow a similar fashion. While all overall kind of going for the look I'm going for. So it's just, I need to just figure this out. And I have, like with most things, this is going to be a very, very common phrase. I feel like I have an idea. I have an idea of what I want. And I think it's going to be kind of cool. Because if you think of, or look up, like an old sheriff's office or something, there's normally maybe like this rounded thing in the middle, or like most buildings, there's a little rounded thing in the middle. So it's kind of like you have it straight like that, and it kind of curves up, and then it just goes back to, hold on. And then it just kind of goes back like that. That kind of thing where it just curves up like that. So I might kind of go for something like that. It's like buildings. It's like a roof, but cursive. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Anyway, we're just going to continue getting grass. I don't know what materials I really want to make it out of. This is always the toughest decision for me right at the start, is what do I want this palette to be? Because, as you can see, there's a ton of oak. So if I really want oak, there's a lot of it near me. But at the same time, I really just don't want to completely cut down the forest. I want to keep some of the look. Oh yeah, I can plant trees and everything, but planting saplings are really tedious. And it's just doesn't look the same. Or at least I guess I'm just not that great at it for it to look natural. I try to make things look natural. That's one thing I need to get better at, is terraforming. But that'll probably be coming later on in future episodes, or actually maybe even later on when I start working on my cave house. I mean, I guess the one thing with terraforming I need help with is like just making forests. Maybe paths. We'll see. When I have to make that path, I guess that will be the true test of if I know how to terraform properly. Diamond. I was. he. So, Diamond just kind of came over. I was chilling, I made a shulker box. I'm just chilling, making a shulker box, I was gonna go grab some building materials. Can I offer you an egg in this trying time? What the hell, man? And I think this is necessary. So, I came over here to the spruce forest because, I kind of had in my mind, hey, what if I made this building, the town hall, out of spruce and oak, but mainly focusing heavier in with the spruce. So it's a darker building, not as dark as the station, which is dark oak and spruce mainly. But it's still, it's a lighter tone, but it's still pretty dark. But I'm kind of looking, and I'm just looking at reference pictures and stuff, and I'm kind of so I'm just kind of looking at reference pictures, and I think I might recreate Liberty Hall that's in New York. I think it will look really cool. So this is going to be a really light building. I'm going to have to make it out of birch. This is going to be my first birch building. And the reason behind that, like I said, this is going to be it's called Western Town Hall, or also known as the Liberty Hall. And it's in, what is that, Westernville, I believe? Yes. Yes, Westernville, New York. And I think this would be really cool because, one, that's a historic building. So just kind of plop in a historic building right here in this big old Minecraft world is going to be really cool. And the cool thing with this one too, it it's going to be very similar to what I was talking about earlier when with the roof. It has a gabled roof, which means it's just kind of slightly at a slant, and the main kind of form of the building is just a box. It's a big box. It's a big square. It's not going to be. It's not long or anything. I kind of have to get it to just right because there's 5 windows. Let me see if I can. I think I might hop in a creative world and kind of show you guys what I'm talking about. So we're here in my creative world, and this is kind of what I have up for the front wall right now. And it's really, hey, dude, what are you doing? It's really simple. This is kind of what I was referring to, and this is honestly, I think this is what the size I want. This is a 10 by 10 by 10. And I think I actually cut off a little bit of the roof. Let me check. Yeah, so it's a 10 by 10 by 9. So yeah, 10 by 9 by 10, which is, or I guess by 10 is how far I'm gonna extend it out. It's gonna be crazy. So it's just gonna be a simple building. The roof, it's still a work in progress. Cause we can't really do a oh no, we can. Let me mess with the roof real quick. Okay, so here's the roof. This is what I changed the roof to, and honestly, I like that a lot better. That matches the reference picture that I'm going off of a lot closer. But I'm not gonna do all the details because what they're supposed to be like this little thing above here, like a little like oval, but I can't do that. As well as I can add shutters like on the sides, but I think I like this like this. Really, I like it like this. The sides, I think I'm just gonna, like I said, I'm just gonna go 10 out. It's gonna be a little bit of a box. It is gonna be a box, but I think I'm gonna make this because this looks tall enough for 2 floors. What I should be able to do is just be able to go up to the 4th block like that, and then just come out 10 blocks. And I think this is going to turn out really well. I really do. I'm kind of iffy on the end stone. I might change it out for, the quartz. And let me just see that real quick. So yeah, I think I like that. I think I like that. I'm really unsure if I'm kind of, I don't know, I do like the quartz. I just don't know how I want to put this on here. I feel like anything I try to do like small, like kind of like that, it's just gonna look weird. I mean, I might even just stick with these slabs, honestly, just like that. So I think this is gonna be the final product. I think this is what I'm gonna go off of. It's I'm gonna go 9 blocks high, 10 blocks across, 10 blocks back with the 2nd floor, and on the 2nd floor, I think that's where I'm gonna be putting my books. Say if I just buy a lot more Unbreaking 3 books from my librarian than I really need, I can just put them up there, or Blast Protection, or Fortune books, just anything extra I get, I just put up in the library. Or say any piece of mail that I get, like if I get a book for an event or it's just someone gives it to me, I can just slot it into a chest in the library and just have it be there. So when I come back, in the future, I can just read everything that I got during the series. And I think that would be really cool. That's going to be a neat idea. I can just fill out the library. So now, back on the Crusader Craft server, the one thing I need to do, I have Fortune 2, or Fortune 3, sorry. I need to go to the Nether and get a lot of quartz. So, just because the roof is going to be made completely of quartz slabs. So, especially, I need to get a lot of quartz so I can start smelting. I need to smelt the quartz into smooth quartz, too. Brr. But I think I'm gonna get to building. And yeah, you'll see this in progressions really. So just a little bit of a progress update. I went and collected 2.5 stacks of birch logs, as well as I collected was 2 stacks of smooth quartz slabs, and I started working on the building. So oof, just noticed this. I messed up the window right here, but yeah, as you can see, I'm getting the main floor plan down. I got the frame worked out. One thing I kind of did, I started connecting up all the bits. You know, I'm just so used to connecting up all the tops of the walls, but I'm not doing that this time because what I'm going to have to do is do that the slant that's gonna be going down. But I kind of figured out the flooring. I don't know what I kind of forgot what I wanted for the flooring. I don't think I even worked out a flooring in my head yet, but I just kind of put down the birch and stripped it for the door. And originally I was just gonna have it facing up like that, but it's like, you know, that I'm not a big fan of the rings in Minecraft. I don't know, that's just me. I never really liked how they looked, but I really like how this stripped birch looks, honestly. I think I like it a lot more than the oh hey, Scooter joined. I think I like it a lot more than how the stripped oak looks, honestly. It just looks like it's brighter. It's just a brighter texture, and yeah, it's a lighter wood. No duh. But really quick. Huh? Okay, I guess we're going out to check out Scooter Station. On my way, little buddy. And here we are. There's that dude bro over there. Hello, and doggy dog. Hello, Scooter. Hello, boyo. Oh my Jesus, you got a lot of end flags. Well, let's see his station, dude. Oh. Oh. That's really cool. This is kind of odd. Almost fuck with your eye. Yeah, the walls do kind of mess with your eyes, but I think overall, this looks pretty nice. The little leaves kind of jutting out's odd, but huh, it looks nice. I like the purple and the obsidian. Looking nice, my guy. Dude. Really cool. I like it. I like it. It's a nice little station. So, oh yeah, I don't think I recorded this bit, but so this little area, I guess, down here is going to hook up to a station that's going to be right under the communal portal. So, if you know where the community portal is, it's kind of drab. It's just a little bit of oak logs and stuff. But this, at some point, I'm gonna make a building, and probably gonna get a couple other people to help along with this. Maybe like Scooter, and maybe one other. Some inroads. It looks good, dude. But yeah, let's just go over to the community portal real quick so I can finish explaining. All right, so here we are in the community portal. So what I'm kind of thinking. What I was kind of thinking before is digging out an area underneath, just so we can link up the area better. But then I'm like, wait a minute, that means that would require us to dig a long tunnel right under everything connecting to his mountain. So I was like, well, what if we just kind of put the station up and around here? You know, there's this big empty area right here. Oh, spider, die! Awesome, awesome. Oh yeah, there's just this big area right here, and we could definitely do something with it. And all the people that we're going to be connecting is we're going to be connecting Diamond's place, my place, and Scooter's place. And I think along the lines we also have to go, we have to connect Ruby's as well, because she's just kind of right. Yeah, she's right on the way to Scooter's base. So we may connect her as well, depending on if she wants to be connected to the community portal or not. You know, so but. for the most part, Scooter's down. Oh, geez, there's a lot of enemies. Scooter's down for this build, and that's why he built the station. You know, both of us, actually, and it wasn't just him that built the station. Both of us worked on that big main section, that main area. And actually, let's kind of go take a better look at it. You know, I kind of was just in there zooming and looking at it, but I didn't really show you around that much. Alright, so here we are back in Scooter's base, so let's just take a look at this one more time. This is kind of, he left, he had to go do something, but I just kind of wanted to take a look at this one more time. And, you know, when he said the walls really mess with your eyes, he wasn't kidding. Yeah, they do mess with your eyes, but it's neat, really in a neat way. The kind of one thing for the flooring, I want to know, I feel like the stripped birch, the ring, would look better. Right, just with how everything is, just because the white looks a little, it's just out there. Because the main colors that we were using, yeah, we used birch for the, we used birch slabs for the flooring in here for a checkerboard pattern, but using the actual birch log, it's just, I mean, I guess it matches with Enrod, you know, white, kind of off-white kind of thing, but I really feel like the, hold on. Hold on. I have, don't worry, Scooter, I have birch, don't worry, I'm testing. Because, see, to me, that looks, if we just look at this section right here, that looks quite nice. Oops. Sorry, I moved my mouse. That looks quite nice. It's easy on the eyes and whatnot, there's not much going on, but if you go over here, I just feel like the kind of zebra pattern or whatever, the black that's in there on the birch doesn't really go with any else part of the design factor. That's just how I'm looking at it, but I'm just gonna kind of grab these right here. I'm sorry, Scooter. I didn't mean for it. Yeah, actually, yes, I did. But Scooter, if you're watching, my boy, that's my suggestion. That's my one suggestion, is to strip the birch. Alright, so now we're back at Liberty Hall. Basically, I think I'm just gonna call it by what its other name is instead of, because I don't like just Western Hall or Western Town Hall. You know, Liberty Hall. That sounds great. So we're back at the Liberty Hall for the villagers, the librarians, and I just kind of converted all the rest of my birch into planks because I don't think I'm gonna be using the stripped birch pattern anymore. I think what I kind of want to do. Let me pull out a crafting table. I think what I want to do for this build is put slabs. Yeah, just put slabs right for the flooring because I put the stripped stuff right underneath, like right where this is, and you know you're kind of able to see it a bit better. You know, it was like thick right there in that section, and I don't know, I didn't like that. I think I like the look of the. I might actually change this out. Thinking about it, I made all these slabs, and I might change this out for oak. We'll roll with it. Let's see, kind of get more of the build going. Cause I don't know how I'm feeling about these birch slabs right now. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm not letting these birch slabs go to waste too. So if I run out of, I'm definitely going to be running out of planks. When I run out of planks, I'm going to be switching to slabs. But for now, I'm just going to get this floor underway. But yeah, this is going to be fun. I need to get more birch in a bit. But good thing I know where a birch forest is quite easily. Just used the last of my planks. Time for the grind. The slab grind. Hashtag slab grind. Well, that didn't take too long. So we got the front and the side walls all done. Let's kind of just take a look how this looks. Let's see how this looks. And so far, it's looking pretty nice, honestly. It kind of reminds me, I think it's just mainly the color, but it reminds me of the end brick from End Cities and stuff. It kind of just looks like something you would find in the end. But for right now, I think just kind of starting out, it's looking nice. I'm thinking of adding stairs in the back. I'm trying to figure out where I want to add stairs. Because there's not going to be a ladder here, no. There's definitely not going to be a ladder in here. But I kind of want to do stairs, and the thing is, I don't know what kind of staircase I want to do. I could do just like a normal staircase, just basic going up. I could do a small spiral staircase, so it'll be compact in the corner. But I don't know. I just and even yet, what do I make the stairs out of? Jeez. So I kind of went ahead and finished, or at least laid out my thoughts on what I wanted to do, and for for the town hall. And I was just gonna do the staircase. I know I said I was just gonna do the staircase in the town hall, but I couldn't help myself, and I finished the project in my creative world. I figured out the roof because this is all going to be something I'm going to have to figure out anyway. So I kind of figured out the roof. What I wanted was, because if I wanted, quartz was going to be here, right in these two spots, before. Like before, when I was going to build this was just going to be quartz, and you would see it from the underside, and it didn't look good. But at the same time, if I just left the birch, because I was just going to leave it like that, and that didn't look good. So I kind of compromised, and I just put this little row of stairs right on through here, and then I covered up those stairs, that little end bit with the stairs, so it looks like it connects. So, and I just put in this little thing of slabs, and everything looks nice. So it still has the gabled roof, which is really nice. And I changed out a couple of the fences just for lanterns, to give it a little bit more of that rustic look, I guess. And as you can see, we got a cactus and a poppy, flower pot. And if we walk on inside, well, this is where we're going to have at least one of the librarians. He's just going to be chilling here, basically acting like the receptionist, and it's like, oh, hey, I can get Unbreaking, or I can get Fortune or something from here. I'll probably put the Unbreaking dude here, since I don't really want him leaving. He's important. Put a little seat. I need to get just a tiny bit of spruce so we can make some signs and put these stairs here. I have glowstone, which is nice, and I have oak leaves. I forget why I needed oak leaves before, but I have oak leaves. And again, these little flower pots, these are going to be sitting on trapdoors, which is really nice. So with the staircase, I was thinking of either having it kind of go up like normal, or do a spiral, and I just kind of left it like this. And also, now that I'm kind of looking at this, I think I want to put in some fencing. Yeah, that looks a lot better. So I'm going to put in some fencing there just to kind of give it some stability a little bit, because not only are we going for functionality, we also kind of, or not only are we looking for looks, we also want to look for kind of, I guess, functionality, quote unquote functionality, because in real life you're not going to have a staircase with no support right under it. But up this staircase, this is the second room, and you might be wondering, hey, what are you going to be doing with those two other villagers? Well, I don't think I'm going to be moving them in here just yet, because I want them to free roam. I just want them to be here. They're going to be locked onto at least one of these lecterns. And I'll get to these lecterns in a little bit, because they're not just going to be for villagers. So, as you can see, this top floor is just supposed to be like the records room. That's why there's this bookcase here with just simple oak logs and be like a casing and stuff. And then these chests, because before I said that I was going to be having chests, and I was going to be storing, any piece of mail, anything like book related, any extra enchanted books. I'm going to be storing them up here. And coming to these lecterns, say I get like a really just neat story or something that's kind of memorable, and I just want to put it out. Well, then I put it on a lectern, because then not only will I be able to use it for the villager and he's able to restock, but then I'm going to be able to use it for my own personal stories and stuff like that. And I think this is just going to be really neat. I put some end rods in here because it matches with the quartz, and with the resource pack, it takes off the caps, so it just looks like the neat little fluorescent lights that you see sometimes. And I think it just looks really nice. I like this building. It's really simple, and especially once we get everything built up around it, it's going to be a nice starting point. I really feel like it. So let's go back to the Crusader Craft server and get on building and gathering more materials for this. Alright guys, so it's been some time, and I said I was going to get some materials and stuff, but I really just wanted to get this build out of the way, just so we didn't just drag this episode on, because I think we've been doing a lot of building. I know it's only episode 3, and of course there's going to be doing a lot of building, but I think I need to start working on some projects on my own. I know I already started working on a few of them, or at least a couple of them, like that highway Actually, that highway was on camera. There is oh, like that station. That's it. That's that station underneath Scooter's area. That's a really great build. And oop, I just spoiled the little thing. But yeah, look at that. We finished the building. Before I get over there, I just want to share this one little tidbit. And I forgot. I wanted to kind of show this, but there wasn't really any reason to. But since I kind of want to do armor stand statues and stuff in the future, and this room kind of was only supposed to be here for the villagers because I was going to store them in this room. But then next thing you know, I started I needed to level up Hanson that used to be there. So I would just buy fish buckets. Buckets of cod. So this is where I would put them and kill them and stuff and try and get cod so I can sell it to Hanson. Which, speaking of which, by the way, Hanson's dead. Yeah, so Hanson's dead. Hanson was chilling. I sent him down along the rail to go to Penguin so he could do something with them. But the station that Viper made, there was just 1 or 2 blocks that weren't lit, and Hanson he's gone. He's no longer with us. So anyway, let's get on to this build. See, I like right now. It doesn't look that great just because it doesn't have any other buildings around and it kind of sticks out. But I like it. I really like it. The one thing I might do off camera is just get get the Unbreaking 3 villager in here and just have him just get him in here. And then, like I said before, with the other villagers that are going to be here, I'm going to hold off of that. I'm not going to move them in just yet because I don't want them free roaming and then just die out here. Because this place is like a wasteland currently. A ton of mobs spawn here. That's why there's torch spam around. But this base, or not this base, but Liberty Hall, you know, it's looking real nice. It's looking kind of clean. So it is very, very basic. Yes, it is very basic, but what I kind of feel like what it makes up for is, like, it's very basic on the outside, and really only the front has decoration, but on the inside, it just looks so good. It really does just look so good. Like, look at that. That's amazing. But, yeah, I think that should wrap things up, really. I just wanted to get this build and start it. I think I might work on a couple buildings off camera, probably just something smaller. And so we can just start getting things placed around. But yeah. So anyways, guys, I really hope you enjoyed today's episode. And if you really did, be sure to hit that like button. If you want to be caught up on any future episodes, be sure to subscribe. And as well, if you have any suggestions whatsoever for the names, still taking name suggestions for the villager containment area. I kind of have an idea forming from the suggestions already that were in the comments down below. But just give me more names. I need names. As well as, I want ideas for buildings. You know, any idea that you think would fit within this western style, within this mountainous kind of western town. Give me an idea. Really. And I'll see if I can slot it in somewhere. And really, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.